This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we're talking about Tekashi again today. Now, it's looking a little desperate at this point. He's just randomly pressing people at like different stores in the mall. He was out to eat the other day and pressed somebody. The thing that I liked about his live, though, was it kind of exposed certain artists that like are always talking big stuff. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they kind of clown themselves on IG. Like Little Reese, that was corny to pull out a 30 on IG. Like, what? Dude, like, you're on IG. Anybody could be watching this. You could get in trouble. Like, what are you doing? And then 600 Breezy making all these, like warning and threats to people. What if something happens? Like, dude, you can't just go around doing stuff like that in public. It's just, so like that's going on. But then also today, Tekashi's still trolling King Von, who isn't even here. And that kind of stuff screams it's a little desperate to keep it going, to keep your views rolling in. And, there's a horrible side to this where he is troll. I guess he's trying to, in a sense, he's bringing attention to the hypocrisies of certain stuff, like certain things. Certain people are just hypocrites, right? And nobody rode for King Von afterwards or whatever. And Quando Rondo's continuing to be disrespectful, talking about his ops that passed, and he's token on that. It's like, dude, So to really like, I don't like that kind of stuff. The man's not here to defend himself. It's just too disrespectful, man. Like go at 600 Breezy and Little Reese, but to talk about King Von, and King Von's manager did an interview today, and he was talking about that whole situation, and maybe in a song he had heard that in one of King Von's songs he was talking about he was going to treat NBA young boys affiliates like little boy. It's like I don't all this beefing stuff to sound tough to the public. Not saying King Von wasn't tough, but I'm just saying to appear to be tough to the public isn't worth it all the time. Like all the stuff that Quando Rondo's doing, Tekashi's doing, can catch up with you at any moment. Probably won't with Tekashi because he has money for security guards. But I'm just saying, this kind of stuff does catch up to you. If you keep living a certain way, there's a point where it's not entertaining anymore. And it does catch up with you, so it is what it is, man. I mean, we'll have to see how it all plays out. I mean, it's his life. Live how you want. He can go around pressing people all he wants, but if he presses the wrong person, I think when he's pressing random people, I think that's completely set up. I think he completely sets everything up that he's doing pretty much. He knows if he goes live that a Little Reese and a 600 Breeze are going to come in because they need the promo. Anyway, so then next up we got Adrien Broner. So he won yesterday, like very close. Very close, okay? So Showtime, unofficial score, had him losing the fight against Santiago. But he ended up winning unanimous decision. So then he talks about, F Showtime, F this person, and I hope, I think Al Heyman handles his stuff. Hope he keeps me in the ring so I don't get in trouble. I stay in the gym. He said, I'm going to have fun this weekend, but then it's back to training. I hope he is back. I mean, not many people get a third chance. And this is Adrien Broner's third chance at making it as a boxer again, because he's good, but he loses focus real easily, gets in a lot of trouble. Hopefully he can maintain, because like he has a talent. Use it. Blue Vandross, so young Blue gifts Boosie. Boosie signed him, if you didn't know, and gave him $100,000. I'm gonna tell you something. These numbers don't always add up. He just bought a $2 to $3 million house. He bought cars for all of his family. I'm not coming at him because he does have a hit record out here. And I don't think, I think his sales are what, 100,000. Multiply that times was, say, 7, and he's not getting the whole 7 or 8. You know, you're not talking about $3 million here, $4 million. You know, so be careful. And my only point is these. I hope these guys are careful how they're spending money, and they're not just getting everything on credit. You know, like, oh, how much to get this, $3 million house? Oh, okay, only got to put down, what, $600,000? Oh, okay, cool. And then pay this much per month? Okay, cool. And then, you get this car, and you're like, how much? Put this down for this? It's like, you're not buying things straight out. I mean, I don't recommend buying things straight out all the time, but it's like, hold on to your money. Because, wait until you get a few hits under your belt. I don't know what Boosie and his situation are. Boosie has him signed. I think they're still independent through Empire, but it's like, how much money can you really make per sale? I know he's still doing shows. I see that. But it can't be like it was for artists, like shows aren't open like that. You're not doing 2 or 3 shows a week at, $40,000 a pop. So things are slowed down, obviously. We know why, so for younger rappers, I wish they would hold on to their money a little longer, because like you don't know what the future holds, so wait until you got 3 times what you're spending on, because like especially with rappers, it could be over tomorrow. And that's the scary thing about music. With like musicians, once they're done, they're done. But anyways, that's that. Then we got Kanye West believes that his marriage is in trouble because like I don't completely believe they're gonna get separated. Like I know she filed the papers. That doesn't mean anything. So did Cardi B against Offset. They're back together. It was for promotion. People get people talking. Kim Kardashian has her last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians coming out. So, we'll have to see if this is real or not. But he believes it's because of his presidential run, if you call it that. All it really was like 2 speaking engagements. And I feel like that was for promotion too. I don't think he was really super serious about that. The way I look at people like Kanye and other rappers, they're so rich at that point. Like Lil Baby's approaching that level of wealth where you're kind of detached from reality. You live a different reality. You've lived a different reality for so long now. Like when Lil Baby put up that tier of being poor and at what amount, it was like, this is a detachment from reality. Moneybagg Yo said, I hope the cooties never goes away. I made more money than I ever did. But there's a lot of people that aren't making anything during the whole cooties thing that's going on, for the past year. So it's like, dude, you're detached from reality. He had to apologize for that. Because it's like, dude, you're detached from reality. There's plenty of people out here that are suffering. And you got to feel for those people that can't open their businesses, people that are going to jail for opening their businesses. A guy went to jail in California for opening his gym. It's crazy. But anyways, that's basically what's going on with that. We'll see I don't think they're going to get divorced. I don't think so at all. This would be Kim's second divorce. Crazy. I don't think she's going to go through that. Because, like, where else is she going to go? She's rich now. Who are you going to find love with now? You can find anybody, but is it going to be that real? Because Kanye already had money. You had money. You guys met. You liked each other. What is a marriage really? It's a friendship. Be friends, because honestly, it's like at this point, you're just raising your kids. They should just stay together for the kids. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Appreciate you guys. I'll check you guys later.